Alright. So, here we go. First card. You won't believe these 15 hilarious blank bloopers.
Oh, God. Excellent start for me.
I like my chances.
I think the hardest part of this game is me not just laughing at my own cards.
You don't have to. We laugh at our own cards.
Yeah.
I laugh at everything.
Yes, Nosedive. I'm saving that one for Caff. Nosedive is saying in chat, that's an interesting card on the left, Sage. So I'm saying, I'm saving that one for Caff. An evil-sounding laugh? I'd never. I have no idea what you're talking about. These 15 hilarious Finding Waldo bloopers. These 15 hilarious explosive decompression bloopers. These 15 hilarious ice pick lobotomy bloopers. You won't believe what comes next. These 15 hilarious Stalin bloopers. 15 hilarious fuck mountain bloopers. 15 hilarious sudden penis loss bloopers. Or 15 hilarious Eastern European turbo folk music bloopers.
I'd watch that.
God,
Sudden penis love. Ah! I wasted my ice pick lobotomy. Oh.
Explosive decompression. Why?
Well done, Backyard Dodo. Right, the next one. The 5 stages of grief. Denial, anger, bargaining, blank, and acceptance.
It's as hard as Caff. Yeah. Perfect.
I kind of have to, don't I?
Gotta do it.
Although this one, no, this one's way better. This one is way better. Yes.
I'm actually a little bit scared now.
I'm not playing the Caff card, even though Caff is... Even though Caff's sorrying, I'm not playing the Caff card. The 5 stages of grief. Denial, anger, bargaining, a salty surprise, acceptance. Denial, anger, bargaining, chugging a lava lamp, acceptance. Denial, anger, bargaining, crucifixion, acceptance. Bargaining, the female orgasm, acceptance. Bargaining, Vietnam flashbacks, acceptance. Bargaining, destroying the evidence, acceptance. Bargaining, Scientology, acceptance.
If we remove the 5 stages of grief, it would be the 5 stages of spanking. So
yes.
I have to go with the female orgasm.
Well, crucifixion works.
If you're into that.
Yeah, that depends a little bit, but yes.
Denial. Totally denial.
You already know. Are you going to read the card or not?
Yeah.
Error communicating with server. Will try again in 0.5 seconds. 5 stages of queef. That's cool. And today's soup is cream of...
You're going to get so...
Well, I got another Caff card. Why are there all Caff cards here?
Sounds to me like you're going to win. Pum, pum, pum.
Oh,
Sorry.
for God's sake.
Yes.
Today's soup is cream of Bill Nye the Science Guy. Cream of a beached whale. No, that was not the Caff card.
Keep it together.
Cream of brown people. Cream of the Boy Scouts of America. Cream of altar boys.
Sensing a theme.
Cream of preteens. Or cream of a sweaty, panting leather daddy.
Yes, Daddy. Are you sweaty, Daddy?
I knew it.
Daddy.
I knew it. Well done, Joxon.
Daddy.
Oh, God. Could someone clip that, please?
Please don't.
Patient presents with blank. Likely a result of blank. Oh god. Yeah, I have to.
The cards are better dressed to impress.
Yeah, this has to be the one. This has to be the one.
Shut up, phone.
There's an app for that.
Conflicting reactions to the daddy stuff. Mm-hmm. I don't think he wants to play the Caff card until it's actually my turn to be a Tsar. Who knows, Dave?
I'd probably still pick it.
Hey, Bloodmon. Hi. Hey, sweetie.
Hi, Bloodbone.
Fancy meeting you here.
God, that actually caught me a little bit off guard. Yes, I'm paying attention. I'm waiting.
We're waiting for Joxa.
Yeah, come on.
Come on, do it.
Give it up, come on!
Patient presents with basic human decency, likely a result of being paralyzed from the neck down. Patient presents with... Wait, you're going to have to read this one, Caff.
Wait.
Second set.
Man.
Likely a result of...
Read it all. Patient presents with Batman. Likely a result of enormous Scandinavian women.
Patient presents with growing up chained to a radiator in perpetual darkness, likely result of finding a skeleton. Patient presents with all these decorative pillows, likely result of the KKK. Patient presents with having shotguns for legs, likely result of spring break. Patient presents with being a busy adult with too many important things to do, likely a result of the folly of man. That's kind of poetic. Patient presents with queefing, likely result of a dance move that's just sex.
These are all just excellent.
So many good ones.
Thanks for clipping, Nosedive.
I like that one.
Oh, I wasted my Caff cards! Damn it!
Yes, Batman and the enormous Scandinavian women.
Whatever made you think? I have no idea what you're talking about.
Absolutely not.
Every step towards blank gets me a little closer to blank.
I wonder what my cat is up to. She's running around here sneakily. That scares me. Oh, damn, we forgot to lower the thingy.
All right, Diog. There we go.
There we go.
Every step towards dick fingers gets me a little closer to swiftly achieving orgasm. Every step towards oncoming traffic gets me a little closer to drive-by shooting. That's kind of nice. Every step towards a shiny rock that proves I love you gets me a little closer to Neil Diamond's greatest hits.
I like
Towards a Burmese tiger pit gets me a little closer to the devil himself. Every step towards them titties gets me a little closer to inappropriate yodeling. Every step towards genital piercings gets me a little closer to peeing a little bit. Every step toward... Yes? Are you about to share a story? No, go ahead, share your story. We can wait.
No, keep reading.
This sounds like story time.
I'm just saying that is actually a thing that can happen. Okay, keep reading.
And you know... Every step towards world peace gets me a little closer to generally having no idea what's going on. Here you go, Joxa. It's all yours. Oh, well, that one was really, really good. Well done, Cum.
Them titties, though.
While the United States raced the Soviet Union to the moon, the Mexican government funneled millions of pesos into research on blank.
Sorry.
You are forgiven.
Had to. Thank you. I just had to take my cat down from the bookshelf again.
The Mexican government funneled millions of pesos into research on the one ring to rule them all. Into research onto electro-ejaculating a Capuchin monkey. Millions of pesos into research on party Mexicans. Millions of pesos into research on bestiality. Pesos into research on a death ray. Research on Glenn Beck being harried by a swarm of buzzards. Or research on a soulful rendition of Old Man River.
Old Man River. Come on, Dodo, pick one. You pick one and then you click confirm.
Yeah.
Electro-ejaculating a Capuchin monkey it is. Well done, team.
Oh, I wasted my party Mexicans?
Yeah,
the
that would have been
worst
my vote, to be honest, because it fit
Both
just
of
so
my-
well.
Both of my wins have been to do with ejaculation or orgasms.
I am currently the card czar. This is the prime of my life. I'm young, hot, and full of blank. Oh, this card would have been so nice.
That's kind of relevant.
It's the time of my life. I'm young, hot, and full of poorer life choices. I'm young, hot, and full of mooing. Young, hot, and full of these nuts. Young, hot, and full of sweet, sweet vengeance. Young, hot, and full of a sex goblin with a carnival penis.
Oh, God.
Where the hell did these cards come from? Oh, this one's kind of nice too. Young, hot, and full of a constant need for validation. Aww. Young, hot, and full of a manhole. Oh, jeez. I mean, the sex goblin with a carnival penis is kind of like an auto winner. It's the card's funny, but it's not actually. This one's way more poetic. Okay. Well done, Backyard Dodo. The constant need for validation.
Not the sweet, sweet vengeance?
No. Sorry.
Damn it.
Next on ESPN2, the World Series of blank.
Yeah, there aren't many black cards. Grace, there are different ways to play this. Some people like to play the wittiest, some just the dumbest one they can find.
Yeah.
And some people actually try to make it funny.
And because everyone takes turns being the judge, actually part of the metagame is knowing the people you're playing with and figuring out what they think fits best, what kind of comedy or fittingness or cleverness they appreciate. Next on ESPN2, the World Series of wearing Nicolas Cage's face. The World Series of Heath Ledger. The World Series of catastrophic urethral trauma. The World Series of the profoundly handicapped. The World Series of getting your dick stuck in a Chinese finger trap with another dick.
I hate it when that happens.
The World Series of teaching a girl how to handjob the penis. Or the World Series of Pamela Anderson's boobs running in slow motion. Yeah, that one's kind of, yeah. Well done, Dodo. Again, you are now officially in the lead.
I did like the one with the profoundly handicapped ones.
Studies show that lab rats navigate mazes 50% faster after being exposed to
Come on, Sage. There we go. Come on, Joxy. You can do it.
After being exposed to gladiatorial combats. Are you not entertained? 50% faster after being exposed to the light of a billion suns. After being exposed to out-of-this-world bazongas. After being exposed to Justin Bieber, Michael Jackson, the Thong Song, or after being exposed to photosynthesis.
A wonderful process.
Yes. Yay, I got a point. Awesome. Thank you, Diog.
I'm the only one who hasn't gotten a point.
Nope. Alice doesn't have one either. When I was a kid, we used to play Cowboys and...
You're fast, guys. You can just stay up there. Oh.
I thought you were gonna go sleep. I thought
Yes,
you were
and-
gonna go sleepy.
And thank you as well, Trace. Appreciate that. When I was a kid, we used to play Cowboys and Interspecies Marriage. Cowboys and two midgets shitting into a bucket. Cowboys and Porn Stars. Cowboys and cutting off a flamingo's legs with garden shears. Cowboys and the black half of Barack Obama. Cowboys and obesity. Cowboys and Christopher Walken.
Well.
Oh, I really
reverse
like.
cowgirl, don't drink that water, sweetie.
I really like my
drink that.
Barack Obama one. Oh, well, what's the next superhero sidekick duo? We get to pick 2 cards for the duo.
Men drick inte det vattnet. Låt bli. Okay, I'm gonna throw away cards.
Yep.
Because I have
Superhero sidekick
nothing.
duo.
Okay, kitten, how dumb are you? You have clean water in your bowl, and yet you have to drink my ash water? Not ass, ash.
Thanks for clarifying, because I know you have like 2 glasses standing there, and it's good to know which one she was drinking from. This is fun. We should do this more often.
Oh God. Oh no!
What did I just miss? What did I just miss?
Oh God!
The next superhero sidekick duo is no longer finding any Cards Against Humanity card funny, and a time travel paradox. The superhero sidekick duo, an ugly face and meaningless sex. Superhero sidekick, the Make-A-Wish Foundation and several Michael Keatons. Getting really worried about global warming for a few seconds and deregulating the mortgage market. The superhero sidekick duo of Me Time and Pussy. Superhero sidekick, Arnold Schwarzenegger and a crappy little hand.
Come on, it's time, crappy little hand. Let's go.
Oh, get off the keyboard, kitten.
Her Royal Highness Queen Elizabeth II and Glenn Beck cashing his scrotum on a curtain hook. I hate it. That card is... Oh, you didn't. Oh!
That's the best one.
How did Glenn Beck not win that?
Yeah, because Glenn Beck is like an auto-win card, and so, yeah. So,
Oh, fuck.
I went from enormous Scandinavia women to... Oh, wait. I went from blank to blank. All thanks to blank. We get to pick 3 cards.
It'll take a while.
I think I'm going to hell. Did you just facepalm?
Nope. I was thinking.
Oh, yeah, thinking. Right.
At least I have a point.
Oh shit, you went there.
Oh, yeah, it happens, Dodo, it happens. Don't pick the same card again later.
Does it work to refresh? I thought we did that yesterday and it didn't work.
No idea. Alright, I went from a fetus to a box-shaped man, all thanks to being a motherfucking box. That fits. I went from no clothes on, penis and vagina, to abstinence, all thanks to a zero-risk way to make $2,000 from home. I went from grammar Nazis, who are also regular Nazis, to active listening, all thanks to Morgan Freeman's voice. There's so many good ones. I went from chivalry to coughing into a vagina, all thanks to the economy. Are you done? I went from sexting to bling, all thanks to pulling out. I went from Auschwitz to dying, all thanks to an interracial handshake. I went from laying an egg to a middle-aged man on roller skates, all thanks to Mr. Clean, right behind you.
Oh god, and I've got to choose.
There's so much wealth here. This game is awesome.
Being a motherfucking box.
Yeah, well done, Joxy.
Mine would have been better if I had the grammar Nazis, because then it would be I went from Auschwitz to dying thanks to grammar Nazis.
That would have been pretty cool, yeah.
The box taking me too much.
Well, if blank's good enough for blank, it's good enough for me.
Motherfucking box. I really should stop doing faces.
Well, if soups that's too hot is good enough for former President George W. Bush, it's good enough for me. Well, if dry heaving is good enough for 3 consecutive seconds of happiness, it's good enough for me. Well, if such a big boy is good enough for a horse with no legs, it's good enough for me. Well, if exchanging pleasantries is good enough for doing the right stuff to her nipples, it's good enough for me. There's a Blood Bowl joke there. Well, if a cat video so cute that your eyes roll back and your spine slides out of your anus is good enough for sperm whales, it's good enough for me. Well, if a bag of magic beans is good enough for a bleached asshole, it's good enough for me. Okay, I know what I'm voting. Well, if the quesadilla explosion salad from Chili's is good enough for a falcon with a box on its head, it's good enough for me.
Oh god.
Come on.
Well, that caught me off guard. I'm sorry.
Come on, Joxy.
Yeah, it had to be the anal beads. Well done, cum. Well done, cum. That was awesome. And I would have gotten away with it too if it hadn't been for those pesky kids. Blank. I mean, blank. Definitely blank.
Blank. Yes. I have no funny cards at all.
Oh god.
What?
Oh no.
No?
No.
No, really, no? No.
No?
No.
Nope.
Is he gonna read? Is he gonna read everyone in a very angry voice, Alice?
That might take a little while.
And I would have gotten away with it too if it hadn't been for vehicular manslaughter. If it hadn't been for chunks of dead prostitute. my voice.
What? Is that Yota?
If it hadn't been,
Forgot whoop-ass.
if it hadn't been for the thin veneer of situational causality that underlies porn. If it hadn't been for setting my balls on fire and cartwheeling to Ohio. If it hadn't been for me. If it hadn't been for vegetarian options. I tried. Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse.
No, you're not allowed.
Okay, I get to be this on. Breathe. I love this game. You do know they can see you, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just saying. When all else fails,
Maybe I should get dressed.
I can always masturbate to blank.
I really should have saved my me card here. God damn it.
Pendragon, I won the last one. Yes, setting my balls on fire and cartwheeling to Ohio is what gave away the Scooby-Doo bad guys. Yes. What can you do? Life's a roller coaster.
God.
When all else fails, I can always masturbate to Pretty Pretty Princess dress-up board game.
Oh, God.
Well, you say when all else fails.
I can always masturbate to flightless birds.
That emu.
Wait, didn't someone tell me about ostriches falling in love with humans? Was that you, Caff?
Yes. Yes.
Well, that fits.
Ostriches have a tendency to falling in love with humans. That's why it's hard to breed ostriches, because they have a tendency to fall in love with the ones trying to breed them than the ones that will.
Okay. So that's, yeah. Now we know. And knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe. Okay. When all else fails, I can always masturbate to substitute teachers. Oh, this one's nice. I can always masturbate to the invisible hand. I can always masturbate to Darth Vader.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah.
I can always masturbate to not having sex.
Yes.
I can always get masturbate to getting naked and watching Nickelodeon. That's actually really good too. I was having such an easy time. The invisible hand had this hands down.
Nice.
But now
down.
getting naked is kind of has it pants down, doesn't it? Yeah. Although the first one's also, this is so hard because this one's great and this one's great and this. Oh, okay. The Pretty Pretty Princess has it. No, the Pretty Pretty Princess doesn't have it.
Me would have won this hands down.
All right.
Yeah, I was the other one.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Chen, but there was nothing we could do. At 4:15 this morning, your son succumbed to
meow. He succumbed to meow. Look what Cuthbert said.
so many of these. Nice, Cuthbert. Oh, so many of these are good. It's like there's more good ones than bad ones for this.
You do not jump on my monitor. No. What's that on your forehead?
Captain.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Chen. There was nothing we could do. At 4:15 this morning, your son succumbed to waiting for Joxa.
To not having sex.
Your son succumbed to sucking the president's dick. Your son succumbed to half-assed foreplay. Your son succumbed to unrelenting genital punishment. Gentile? I'm pretty sure that's supposed to say genital. Your son succumbed to unlimited soup, salad, and breadsticks. Your son succumbed to riding off into the sunset. Your son succumbed to the hard-working Mexican. Your son succumbed to a 0.7 waist-to-hip ratio. Yeah, I would have gone for that one too. That one was me. Well done, Diog. In a pinch, blank can be a suitable substitute for blank.
Okay, I'm throwing cards. I'm sorry for showing my pussy on screen.
You're so cuddly. You're so cuddly. Oh. You're gonna sit up there?
So, Cuthbert, you were scared of it, so you took it like a champ. It's not a rat, it's a gargoyle. In a pinch, a bitch slap can be suitable substitute for not reciprocating oral sex.
Yes.
In a pinch,
Yes.
civilian casualties can be suitable substitute for Mountain Dew Code Red. In a pinch, self-loathing can be a suitable substitute for famine. Chainsaws for hands can be a suitable substitute for reconciling quantum theory with general relativity. Yeah, sure. Works for me. Crying and shitting and eating spaghetti can be a suitable substitute for binging and purging. Ooh. Ooh. That one's nice. Explosions can be a suitable substitute for dropping a chandelier on your enemies and riding the rope up. Chandelier. A Rush Limbaugh's soft, shitty body can be a suitable substitute for the sun engulfing the earth. Okay. Okay. Hey, well done, Alice. Now Caff's the only pointless one among us.
Yeah, I know, I'm so pointless.
Are you seriously gonna snuggle there?
During Picasso's often overlooked brown period, he produced hundreds of paintings of blank. This.
Now we should have had the
Oh God, this.
Okay, I think I got this. I think I got this. During Picasso's often overlooked brown period, he produced hundreds of paintings of shitting all over the floor like a bad, bad girl. Hundreds of paintings of racially biased SAT questions. Hundreds of paintings of pictures of boobs. Hundreds of paintings of the boxcar children. Hundreds of paintings of poopy diapers. That one works. During his brown period, he produced hundreds of paintings of the biggest, blackest dick. Hundreds of paintings of cockfights.
Ooh, this is a hard one.
That's what she said.
No, it's gonna have
Oh,
to be
it's
the-
Caff. Yeah, of course Caff's going to vote for the bad, bad girl. That's.
Oh, God.
I could have seen that one coming.
Don't yell that with your wife around.
She heard what was going on, so I think she's accepted that I'm going nuts. The socialist governments of Scandinavia, speaking of Caff, have declared that access to blank is a basic human right.
You want kisses?
How well do I know Alice?
Who the fuck is Alice? Yeah, she's heard that joke so many times. It's not even funny.
The socialist governments of Scandinavia have declared that access to elderly Japanese men is a basic human right. Access to daddy's credit card is a basic human right. You want to daddy that? Daddy that.
Oh, Daddy, can I please have your credit card? I know you want it. Oh, I just need to buy this new couch, and I need to buy a new car. And Gucci came out with this new boots, and I really need those boots, Daddy. Thank you, Daddy.
You're welcome, dear. Access to Judge Judy is a basic human right. Access to clams is a basic human right. Access to opposable thumbs is a basic human right. That's kind of good. Okay, I mean, I thought the elderly Japanese men were doing good, but opposable thumbs? That's kind of human, yeah. The gulags is a basic human rights. The systematic destruction of an entire people and their way of life is a basic human rights. Wasn't there a story about the Swedes and the Nazis, Caff?
Shush. Yeah, we sold them the mustard gas, and we allowed the trains to go to Norway so they could occupy them instead of us.
But Caff's daddy got it.
Yes.
What
course,
is
Daddy.
the most? What is the most emo?
Thought I said the most emu there for a second.
That is kind of emu.
Flightless birds.
And my cat doesn't speak any language because I mean, she doesn't listen to me. Don't worry. Never listen to mommy. No. Only when mommy says, "Ooh, treats," or "Ooh, food." What do you want my food?
What's the most emo? My soul. Pure Moods, Volume 1. A buttload of candy. P.F. Chang himself. Teaching a robot to love. Tickling Sean Hannity even after he tells you to stop. Public ridicule. Ah, so much goodness.
Oh dear.
Good luck, T.
Which one tickles my fancy? That one. Oh
Yeah.
no!
To be fair, the brain tumor would have been pretty good too. Yeah, you're right, guys.
Yeah.
You're right.
I love public ridicule.
But I felt that teaching a robot to love was pretty emo too. But before I kill you, Mr. Bond, I must show you blank.
Emos have brains. Yeah, okay. True.
Yeah, this one. Before I kill you, Mr. Bond, I must show you I'm doing Kegels right now. Before I kill you, Mr. Bond, I must show you ejaculating into another man's wife. Before I kill you, Mr. Bond, I must show you lots and lots of abortions. Before I kill you, Mr. Bond, I must show you oxytocin release via manual stimulation of the nipples.
on Bond or on the villain? Or on someone
Not
else?
specified.
Before I kill you, Mr. Bond, I must show you my boyfriend's stupid penis. My humps, my humps, my humps. Oh, this one's good too. Before I kill you, Mr. Bond, I must show you the power of the dark side. Whew, yeah.
Damn it.
Hey, well done, Caff. Woo!
Let Caff on the board.
Geez,
Oh,
that one was hard.
there were so many good ones here. We never did find blank, but along the way, we sure learned a lot about blank. 6 is the end, right? So if Cum gets a point, he wins.
Yes.
Okay, well done, Cum. I think you've been consistently either winning or 1 point away from it.
Just because I haven't seen the movies does not mean I can't joke about it. Kitten, would you mind not licking my armpit?
We never did find Neil Patrick Harris, but along the way, we sure learned a lot about lumberjack fantasies.
It's funny
never
because he's
did-
gay.
Okay, should I know who this is? We never did find goblins, but along the way we sure learned a lot about falling into the toilet. We never did find the ghost of Marlon Brando, but along the way we sure learned a lot about whispering all sexy. We never did find a box without hinges, key or lid, yet golden treasure inside is hid, but along the way we sure learned a lot about 40 acres and a mule. We never did find unquestioning obedience, but along the way we sure learned a lot about actually taking candy from a baby. We never did find old people smell, but along the way we sure learned a lot about moderate to severe joint pain. We never did find $5 footlongs, but along the way we sure learned a lot about auto-cannibalism. Oh, so much good again. I'm glad I don't have to... Oh, well done, T. Well done. I'm glad I didn't have to choose this one. This was tricky.
I thought auto-cannibalism was going to beat me there.
It's morphin time! Mastodon! Pterodactyl! Triceratops! Saber-toothed tiger! Blank!
I have nothing. How to go to that? Grace, I've never seen the Star Wars movies. I think I saw 20 minutes of one and then I fell asleep.
Can someone ban her? Until she's seen them.
Mod. I can't do shit.
No.
Pterodactyl! Triceratops! Saber-toothed tiger! Nicolas Cage! Saber-toothed tiger! Leprosy! Okay, this one's perfect. It's morphin time. Mastodon, pterodactyl, triceratops, saber-toothed tiger, shapeshifters. This is one character. It's morphin. Oh wow! This one's brilliant too.
Oh god!
All the dinosaurs are now oil. It's morphin time. Mastodon, pterodactyl, triceratops, saber-toothed tiger, oil. Oh, I get to pick. Oh, I have to pick. It's Roland the Farter, Fletulous to the King. Synergistic Management Solutions or the Hamburglar. Shapeshifters and oil both fit so well. They are so witty for this one. I don't... Oh, man. Kudos to both of you. Who the hell you are. They're both...
Don't forget the Hamburglar.
Well... Shapeshifters or oil, yes. Wow, those are both really, really good. Well done, Diog. Who was Shapeshifters? Well done, Joxa.
Joxa. Joxy?
Tell us? After months of debate, the Occupy Wall Street General Assembly could only agree on more blank.
Aldar, do you mean the real first 3-1 or the first 3 ones that's...
Well, since he says start at episode 4, I think he means skip episode 1, 2, and 3. The ones that came later.
But I have to see them in the right order, like... 1,
The
2,
right
3, 4,
order.
5, 6.
Yes.
Because reasons.
After months of debate, the Occupy Wall Street General Assembly could only agree on more upgrading homeless people to mobile hotspots. More white privilege. More crystal meth. More shiny objects. More running naked through a mall, pissing and shitting everywhere. More overcompensation. And more AIDS.
Yes!
Oh, my poor mobile hotspots.
My poor shiny object.
That one was nice too. Alright. I don't know with which weapons World War III will be fought, but World War IV will be fought with... So this is the clubs and stones thingy, of course.
Mm-hmm. Steel clubbing?
No, we won't have technology and civilization anymore, so we're going to fight it with primitive shit.
Oh.
That's exactly what this is about. Oh, yeah. World War IV will be fought with making the penises kiss. World War IV will be fought with a sad hand job. World War IV. It suggests you're not doing it to yourself, though. World War IV will be fought with fear itself. What the fuck?
Just get to the bees one.
Yeah, I did. Caff, can you do this when I got sick?
Ejaculating live bees, and the bees are angry?
Yes. World War III will be fought with blah. But World War IV will be fought with spending lots of money. That's probably true. It will be fought with flesh-eating bacteria. That might actually be true too. And it will be fought with a sweet spaceship. It's not really a world war anymore if you're fighting it with a yeah, that had to win. Well done, Caff. Yeah, good call, Diog. Good call.
Holy shit.
That card. Wow. That card. Caff tears make great lube, by the way.
I don't mean my tears, but tears in general.
It says calf tears. Literally.
Yeah, but I think it means calf. Tears make great for great lube. And it actually doesn't. Because the salt.
You've tried. In an attempt to reach a wider audience, the Smithsonian Museum of Natural History has opened an interactive, note the interactive there, exhibit on...
Kitty kisses.
My cat hates me. I tried to put a sweater on her today.
This could actually be true. Oh wait, we're doing calf here.
Beg your pardon?
We are? In that case, you're not doing a very good job.
The Smithsonian Museum of Natural History has opened an interactive exhibit on a pyramid of severed heads. An interactive exhibit on getting in her pants politely. An interactive exhibit on hot people.
Hell. Why is it always the fourth card?
The Smithsonian Museum of Natural History has opened an interactive exhibit on snorting coke off a clown's boner. Yeah, bring it. Come over here, Krusty.
Oh.
This isn't. If this goes on YouTube, there's no way in hell it's ever getting monetized ever. So,
No, we're in past typical or tweeting. We don't even need to read those.
Move over to your right, would you? You're right. Thank you.
What am I doing over here?
Nothing. It's fine. Do you lack energy? Does it sometimes feel like the whole world is blank? Zoloft.
Pennywise suddenly didn't seem so scary.
This game. Whatever gave it away?
I don't know.
Do you lack energy? Does it sometimes feel like the whole world is a nuanced critique? Zoloft. Does it sometimes feel like the whole world is the moist, demanding chasm of his mouth? Zoloft.
Oh, yes.
Does it sometimes feel like the whole world is frolicking? Zoloft. Does it sometimes feel like the whole world is an uninterrupted history of imperialism and exploitation? Zoloft. Wow, that's very fitting, actually. That's beautiful. Does it sometimes feel like the whole world is a reason not to commit suicide? Zoloft.
Jesus Christ.
Does it sometimes feel like the whole world is the Tempur-Pedic Swedish sleep system? Tempur. Tempur. Tempur.
Tempur.
Tempur! Does it sometimes feel like the whole world is licking big butts and not being able to lie about it? I'm just gonna keep my keep my flow here. If you've got a good thing going, don't stop. Oh, well done, Kumo! We have a winner!
Is there energy enough for one more?
Hell yeah. I ain't stopping this. I love this way too much.
You're having too much fun.
Yeah. I'm having way too much fun. Caff,
Dia can do one more. Yes?
Caff, are you okay to stay on stream while I go smoke and stuff, or do you need to break yourself?
I kinda need a pee.
Go pee. I'll talk to people.
Thank you.
Wait, I can't talk to people. I don't have material. But I did just
it's easy.
snort.
Just show them your boob.
I did actually just snort coke out of yours just now.
You can talk.
You did what?
When I told you to lean to your right, I leaned to my left with a bit of paper in my nose. I know you can't see me, which made this all the better. Like I said, this is getting demonetized all the way to ground zero anyway.
Alright YouTube, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, remember to leave it a thumbs up at the bottom. And of course, if you'd like to see more videos, do check out the channel and hit subscribe on your top right.